Today, I want to talk about having our hearts assured and read you from John chapter 3, verses 19 and 20. This is what we read. And by this we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before him. For if our heart condemns us, God is greater than our heart and knows all things. It's terrible to lack social assurance. Sometimes when others are around, we wonder if our breath smells bad, if our hair is a mess, or if we smell like sweat. It feels terrible to lack social assurance, to wonder if we belong among a group and if they accept us. Years ago, advertisements took advantage of the lack of assurance that we often feel in social situations. In those ads, nobody noticed the body odor or bad breath, but no one told the person, and the person suffered some social disgrace. Now, if it's terrible to lack social assurance, what about assurance before God? God's point is simple. When we see God's love flowing through our lives into the lives of others, we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before him. 𝘞𝘰𝘳𝘥𝘚, you can look up his excellent materials at servant.org. 𝘞𝘰𝘳𝘥𝘚 tells a wonderful story about a man named Jake. He was the meanest, drunkest man in town. He came to church occasionally, but only to beat up the elders. One night, Jake came to church, but not to beat anybody up. Remarkably, Jake gave his life to Jesus. He walked down the aisle and he kneeled at the altar. The next night, the pastor asked if anyone wanted to share what God had done in their life. Jake stood up and he said, "I have something to say. Last night when I came, I hated you people." Everybody nodded their head. "But something happened to me and I don't understand it. Tonight I love you." Having that kind of love is a great assurance that we truly are born again. But what if we walk in love, yet our hearts condemn us before God? John assures us that God is greater than our heart. It reminds us that we can't base our relationship with God purely on how we feel in his presence. Condemnation may rise inside, having nothing to do with our true standing before God. It may be the work of the enemy of our souls, who, according to Revelation chapter 12, accuses the brethren. Or it could be the work of an overactive conscience. At those times, we trust what God's word says about our standing, not how we feel about our standing. Yet, when we are in fellowship with God and our heart does not condemn us, we know that we can have confidence towards God and are standing with him. Confidence comes from a double dose of assurance. First, God already knows everything about you and he loves you. He cares for you and he desires you. Secondly, because God knows all things, he knows who we truly are in Jesus Christ. If we are born again, the real self is the self that's created in the image of Jesus. Today, let your assurance rest in the God who is greater than your heart.